Hi, my name is Tiara Drake, and I'm the founder of Girls on Another Level. In a nutshell, Girls on Another Level aims to progressively empower women who are catalysts for success. It is my mission to highlight African American women who are well established in their careers. What is needed are inspiring and real stories from women who have experienced things and can help guide other young women on their desired career path. The goal is to elevate and inspire the minds of women while they navigate their journey to a beneficial future. With the voice God gave me, I'm committed to helping others become a girl on another level. I'm your host, Tiara Drake, and this is the Hustle mini-series where we focus on young adults with established careers and businesses that are on their journey to the top. All right, guys, my name is Tiara Drake. Welcome to another episode of the Hustle mini-series. Today, I have the honor and privilege to interview my friend, Ashley Montaque. She is an entrepreneur as well as a digital content creator. So, hey, Ashley, girl, how you doing?
I'm so excited to be here. Hello, everyone.
Awesome. So we're just going to jump into it. So, little backstory. I met Ashley in college, 2018,
Yes.
2019,
around
there. We had classes together. I did not know who she was at all. I didn't know she did hair, anything like that. But she had all the girls on campus looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, did you start off doing like sew-ins or was it strictly wigs?
It was strictly wigs. It was. I really didn't want to tap into anything else but wigs because I didn't like wearing my natural hair out. So I needed that protective style, and I was like, wigs, less tension. I just make it myself, pop it on, pop it off. So that's how I started.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we gotta go back.
Okay.
Because where did you started YouTube?
Right.
Before
I
coming
did.
to college and
I
doing hair and stuff like
Wow.
that. So where did that inspiration come from? What made you pursue creating
everything, right? Okay, so I was always in the beauty world, definitely starting with YouTube though. Back then, I believe I started in 2016. That's when the beauty makeup world was really heavy on YouTube. So I just started making makeup videos in the bathroom, in my mom's bathroom, wearing makeup to school. This was my junior year, of high school. And then I tapped into wearing synthetic wigs in high school. Didn't know what I was doing, but still, just tapping in. And then that moved over into college where I did makeup. So I was a freelance makeup artist for about 3 years throughout my sophomore year of college. And then I was like, I don't want to do makeup anymore. So then I started doing like little extension lashes, like the ones from the beauty supply store, like just all types of things. And then that's when I tapped into wigs and I just stuck with it, literally.
What was that aha, like, this is the niche you should go for?
I believe it was like the confirmation from other people, like that validation, like when you create something and then you wear it or you put it out there for everyone to see and they're like, wait, this is good. I think that was it for me. My first wig that I created and I wore it to class. It was Aja, actually, one of our other mutual friends from mass media, the program, and she saw it and she was like, make me one. And I think I made her one for like $30 back then. This was like late 2018, early 2019. And from there, it was like wig after wig after wig after booking. So that was like the aha moment. So really, I didn't choose this, it chose me. That's how I like to say it. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. So I wish I would have known $30 back then before
it's crazy.
leveled up. But no, it's amazing to see your growth from there. So now we're out of college.
I know,
went from Valdosta back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
And you still wanted to pursue hair, do hair.
Yeah.
But you started back at your parents' house. So what was it like with that transition from college where everyone's so accessible to now everybody's like an hour away?
Yeah, it was hard. I definitely had my trying times era. I remember we graduated, December 2020, so it was January 2021. I remember I was in my new workroom because I used my old bedroom as my new workroom at that time. And I just remember I was on the floor and I was just crying. And I was like, God, like, make a way, because I didn't have any clientele. Like, I literally moved from having probably hundreds of women that used to come to me, locals and college students, and then tapping into Metro Atlanta, not knowing anyone. So it's like I had to start afresh. So a business that I had for years that was really successful, making me great money as a college student, I was scared that I wasn't going to have the same success story at home. But I know, like, my mom, she came in, she comforted me, and she was like, he's never let you fail. He's not going to do it now, So I just believed that and I trusted it. And literally February that next month, like, people just started rolling in, and it was consistent ever since. So
yes,
yeah,
period.
yeah.
But listen, so we got to talk about it.
Okay.
Let's get real. Because there are lots of hairstylists out here.
Yes.
A lot of people who are making wigs, all of that.
Yeah.
But it's about the experience.
Yeah.
Okay? Because some people don't even, you got to come shampoo, blow dry, braid it down, and all they're doing is just putting on the wig.
Right.
But you create an experience for each and every client. I can attest to this because she did my hair for graduation.
Yes.
That was so long ago, wow.
But, tell me, how important that is for you and the experience you provide for your clients.
So I'm a service provider, but I also get services done by other providers. So the same way I want to be treated when I go get these services done, I try to have my clients have the same experience. So that's kind of how I gauge it. So great customer service, that's one thing that people always are like, you're dead spot on that. So that's one thing I take pride in. Having things for them when they come in, snacks, water, juice, sending them away with tips on how to upkeep their hair before, when they leave. Loyalty cards to get them coming back. So everything is just a really big experience. Also having like entertainment, TV on for them. And then I just try to make myself very likable and open so that they can talk to me, ask me questions if they have any concerns when they're there in person, so that they don't feel like they're just coming to get a service and leaving. Because a lot of times you find stylists that just they're just quiet. Like, they just come in and the client is like, okay, hey, and then they don't say anything until they're gone, and I don't like that. So I try to engage as much as I can.
Okay, I love it.
Yes.
Now, I'm curious because of course, you've played around with makeup, you've played around with hair. But what's the process in actually making these wigs? I know you have your sewing machine and everything, you be going to work, but what's the process like?
Yeah, so it's not that hard. Now it's not that hard. At first it was, but so because I make custom wigs, think of custom wigs as like a fitted cap. So you go get a fitted cap, it's made for your exact head shape and size. So it's the same way that a wig is. So after taking clients' measurements in person, or they'll send them in, I then transfer those measurements to like a wig cap that I place onto a wig head. And then I have to map out the guidelines as in where I'm gonna be sewing the tracks of the bundles. And then I have to hand sew the closure or frontal on, and then I have to actually go in with the machine, bring the cap through the machine with the bundles and weft the bundles on the wig cap itself. So I try to break it up into 2 days for mapping out and doing the construction, and then the third day is typically the styling process, where I'll customize the wig, bleach the knots, plug, style it, package it up, ship it out. So yeah, it's a whole process. So imagine having multiple orders in 1 week on top of clients. It's a lot, but I just try to have a system.
And so what is that system? You kind of talked about it a little bit. You have a couple days mapped out with, plucking, all this stuff like that. But you have to have a life outside of this. Yeah. So how do you balance everything? Personal, work, how's that?
So I never used to have off days. I was really big on, you got to get it how you live. If you want the money, you got to go out and get it. So I never had off days except for Sundays, obviously, for family and church. But now I take Mondays as my prep days. So Mondays I do the majority of the prep work for these wigs and for in-person clients. And then Wednesdays are a half off day where I might take clients at the beginning of the day, but then the rest of the day will either be for content, for digital creation content, for friends, whatever it is. And then I try not to work past 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. so that evening time can be, to edit that content or, do some more wig orders, just whatever like other miscellaneous things I have to do. And then weekends, Saturdays and Sundays, I also took off completely. So that's like my me time. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like I have it kind of down packed now, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. I love it.
Yes.
Now, in each transition phase you've had, starting off, college, coming back from college, but now you've leveled up even more. You got your own suite. So tell me what that process was like. When did you know, like, okay, it's time. I can't be, at my parents' house if I'm trying to grow my business. Yeah. What was that like, and how did that go?
I think it had to do with the clientele. You have to go where your people are. So I knew that majority of my clientele was based here in the city of Atlanta. So I met them where they were at. I'm really big on convenience and ease. My clients know that when it comes to hair in general, but also life. So I was like, if they're traveling, in which they were traveling like an hour. Some people came from other states, even Valdosta, where we went to college. But I'm like, let me go meet them where they're at. And, people started coming, and even, people that used to come to me, they would still come back as well. So that's when I knew, I'm like, okay, I need to meet them where they are so that people can actually stick with me. So
yes, and now we're here. But, there are times where we're going through things. We've had our conversations, and it's comfortable, in our own comfort. But whatever you're willing to share about your journey, what's been tough for you lately as you're making this transition to now having a suite and really just growing your business? What's been tough?
I believe the two things I would say, risk taking is one of the biggest things, because there's a lot of back end things, within the business when it comes to money, finances, things like that. So risk taking when it comes to your finances, because of course to make money you have to get money. What's the saying? You have to spend money to get money, something. Y'all know what we're trying to say. So, it's more so a risk when it comes to money, because you have to, make sure that you're placing money in the right areas to set yourself up for success. So, lately I have been dealing with a lot of like back end things that haven't really been working in my favor financially. But those are just things that businesses go through, because my father's a business owner as well. So he tells me all the time, like, it's not always going to be smooth sailing, peaches and cream. So that's just something I try to keep in mind. The second thing would probably just be the drive to actually get up and keep going. It's not a thing where you have a 9-to-5 or just any other job to where you're on schedule. Like, I have to actually put myself on the schedule to take a lunch break. I have to clock out at it, like tell myself to do these things. It's really hard. And sometimes I don't feel like getting up out of bed at all. So that's another, aspect where I have to push myself even more. So those two things, risk taking and actually, that drive to keep going.
So what would you say are the top 3 characteristics or traits for someone who wants to be an entrepreneur? What would that be?
Passion. You have to have the passion, y'all. Because without passion, I feel like it's not going to translate well in your work at all, even over time. Like if you, and of course everyone goes through phases, so don't get me wrong. Like sometimes you might be a little down, but you can't lose that passion. Like that spark has to stay. So that passion, I would say customer service is very important. At least for me, customer service will bring you a long way, because they'll remember. Sometimes they might not remember your face, your name, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And that's what I've been learning lately. Your character goes a long way. So definitely that customer service, how you leave people feeling, is very important. And third, I don't know. What would you say? I don't know. What's the third one? I was gonna say like having fun with it.
I would say that too. Like you have to enjoy what you're doing.
You have to like it.
You can't it's not just for the money. It's not for the accolades.
Yeah.
You have to really truly enjoy
it,
because those days where you're not hitting sales, you're not booking clients, whatever the case may be.
But then you still keep going. Yeah, that's more of a love than a like. You really have to love what you do, because there's a lot of people that, how people say, oh, I love the person, but I don't like them. Mm-hmm. Like that's very true, even when it comes to business. Like, so you definitely have to love what you do as well as like it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So making a little transition here, because you're a content creator too.
I am.
Listen, she's trying to downplay it, y'all, but she has what the highest video views, like
Where?
what, TikTok.
Oh, well, yeah, it's getting up there. It's getting
like
up there.
80,000 views,
yeah, it's
climbing. Like,
I have a video that's about to hit 1 million. It's at like 700,000 views right now. Yeah, I'm about to hit 10K. It's on the way. I just hit 9,000 yesterday, so it's on the way. Yeah.
So tell me about that. Like, where does the inspiration to share your life, and where does that come from?
I always said I was never gonna get on TikTok, and y'all get on TikTok. Like, I was the one that was like, TikTok is for the birds. Cause at first people were just on there doing crazy things, but over time I'm like, okay, this is better than Google. Like, this is very informational. So when I started to seek information from that app, that's when I was like, I want people to seek that info for me too. So I went on it more so just kind of like showing my life, how I do on YouTube as well, lifestyle content, but then it transitioned into how-tos and DIYs and showing people like, my hair business, like pretty much combining hair and personal life, putting those two together was like the best thing I could have done. Cause like people get to see my personality on top of, my work ethic as well. So that's how I got into it. I was like, I just want to show people more of me, like outside of Instagram, outside of YouTube, because sometimes you're not always as consistent on those apps, and TikTok is very quick. Like, it picks things up quick, pushes them out really quick. You can engage with people a lot quicker. It's fun. So, yeah.
Yes, and since we're on the topic of TikTok,
yes.
You have to let the people know where they can find you on TikTok, Instagram, because her pictures be bomb as well.
Thanks,
so
y'all.
let them know where they can find you.
So you guys can find me on all platforms at Told by Ashley. That's TOLDBY ASHLEY. That's Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And then my business page, or my website rather, is www.crowned, CROWNED, by and then you can also find my business Instagram via my personal page bio. So, yes.
Okay, love it. And as we wrap up here, this is the Hustle mini-series. So where does your hustle continue from here?
My hustle continues within God, honestly, truly. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, my hustle really continues in God. Without him, none of this would have been possible. I wouldn't be able to be where I am now. The drive, the push, the self-discipline, the faith, like everything is through him. So my hustle is in whatever he has for me, and I'm just gonna continue to ride it out until the wheels fall off. And I know they're not falling off because he's never failed me, and he won't start now. So yeah.
Not you preaching.
It's Sunday.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for coming on, sharing your journey. I know they're gonna enjoy this because I enjoyed it.
Yes.
But thank you guys for tuning in to the Hustle mini series. We're checking out, and I'll catch you the next episode.
Bye, guys.